I thought I'd start off today's episode with a pretty mega time-lapse. And I have to say, I'm pretty sure that time-lapse counted as a mega. So hello humans, I'm TheAlienDoctor, but you can call me Alien, and welcome back to another episode of Pinacraft Season 3. We are on episode 10. Well, the first thing that we began doing is this massive thing. This is actually our mega base, or the beginning of our mega base. So we are going for a steampunk theme, and this is basically going to be the balloon of our airship. So basically the idea is that we're going for a sort of airship type of build, and this is going to be the balloon that's going to be holding up the airship, or like the actual ship. So underneath we'll have like a wooden boat type of thing that's going to be held up by this. It's an airship basically, it's a blimp type of thing. So what you just saw was about 2.5 hours of footage compressed down to 1 minute and 30 seconds, or about that. So yeah, that was a lot of time spent into just building this part, and I actually live streamed this entire process on YouTube, which is of course where you're watching right now. Now, one other thing to point out is a massive thank you to Mad Hatter, who actually made a piece of software called Structurer. We use Structurer in this building of the base. It's basically a blueprint sort of template tool. And yeah, there'll be a video link to Structurer down below and Mad Hatter's socials if you're interested, because it has been a massive lifesaver for making this oval that's a 3D shape. Now you may be wondering where we got all of the various resources for that thing from, and as you can see here, we still have tons of wool left over and a bit of wood as well for the actual other side of this. So it's about a third left that we need to do. Well, it's actually just a bit more than a third, but anyway, for all intensive purposes, it's about a third more that we need to do. And yeah, we obviously still have plenty of various resources, I think. Yeah, we still have a pretty decent amount of wool. So, you may be wondering where we got all that wool from. Well, I'm going to show you a clip which I totally did not steal from PNAPE's video, because I totally didn't lose the footage that I recorded myself of how we actually got all of that wool, because, I mean, I don't remember ever building any industrial wool farm. Although, if we go around this corner, you can actually see the wool farm right there, and it doesn't look particularly industrial until you see it actually turned on.
What is that? There's so much wool. Okay, so me and Alien were like AFKing over there for like 5 minutes. The sheep just mass-produced a bunch of wool. Look at that. What? How is this the case? We only need 10 shulker boxes of wool, so I don't even know if we're going to run the farm again. The shears are barely used, like it's not even halfway gone. This one sheep got pardoned. Oh my god. I was about to like pardon that sheep from the life of this and let him go free, but nope. Alien just ended it right then and there.
So as you saw, that was some pretty efficient wool farming. And of course, you may be wondering who designed this farm and all of that sort of thing. Well, there'll be a link in the description, and if there isn't, feel free to shout at me in the comment section down below to the tutorial. This design is by Navy Nexus, and lots of other people helped out as well, so check his description if you want all the credits and things like that. Basically, the way this farm works is that we stand over there, or just the player, whoever's operating it basically, will stand over here at this very specific AFK spot. And the reason it's this AFK spot specifically is because it's actually on a chunk edge, as you can see. Well, we're on a chunk edge anyway, so there we go. As you can see right here, this block is one chunk and this block is another chunk, like that. And basically what that means is when you're stood in this chunk, it means that only one chunk over there is loaded, and that specific chunk that is loaded is actually the chunk that has the dispenser in. Now the unloaded chunk is actually the sheep, or it's kind of loaded but also isn't unloaded. Basically, it's very fancy, and the like specific mechanics are way more complicated than that, but that's basically why it just randomly enables us to share so many sheep at the same time. It's kind of strange, and yeah, I'd recommend watching Navy Nexus's video or PNAPE's video if you are interested in this farm. So, as you may have noticed, we have already began constructing the... Whoa. Eh? This was not here earlier, I have to admit. The IRS sees all. Huh. I don't know. What is going on here? I mean, this seems a lot like Riri's colors. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen Riri's profile picture on Discord, but this seems a lot like his colors, I have to say. Just blaming it because they used similar colors to his profile picture. Okay, that's kind of mean. Let's just take all of these down. Well, I don't quite know what that was, but I mean, well, you know what? I always say this with things, but I think I'm just going to ignore it. I'm sure it'll be fine, and this isn't any sort of law. Everything will be fine, and yeah, no need to panic. Okay, let's get on with the video. So as I was saying, it's like episode 10 or something, and I've even started working on the mega base, but yet we still don't have an organized ender chest. So something I wanted to do differently in this season is actually have a nice organized ender chest full of shulker boxes, all nicely organized. Now, I've kind of done the normal thing that I do, which is have a jewel box, and redstone box, and rocket box, and iron box, and then I've just kind of accumulated these over time. And I actually want to do some proper organization. But to do that, we're going to need considerably more ender chests, which I don't have. I think I only have like 2 shulker shells, like somewhere in one of these chests. So yeah, the point of today's episode is basically to get more shulker boxes, and you know what that means. It means we need to do some end raiding. So I have prepared an absolute ton of rockets, as you can see here. Hopefully we won't be running out anytime soon. I used all the gunpowder I have. As well as that, I've also got this shulker box. Okay, so here we are. This place wasn't actually that hard to find. I think, first of all, let's actually set our spawn, and we're just going to jump right in. And I do have ender pearls in my hotbar as well, in case anything bad happens, but they didn't, so we didn't need to use them. Brilliant. Cool. Okay, hi, we're here in the end. I'm pretty sure this is the first time on Season 3 that I've been in the end. And okay, so in terms of which one we're gonna go in, there isn't actually a ton of choice. I wish there was some more over in that direction, because obviously that would mean that nobody's been over in that direction, because I do believe that the way these things work is that they teleport you like in the direction. So that one is going to teleport you in roughly that direction, that one will teleport you in that direction. So if there was one that had generated over here, it would teleport us in roughly that direction. So I'm actually thinking that we actually do a little bit of gliding and fly in this direction over to the End Islands, because it's probably not going to be too far. Well, I mean, it is going to be fairly far. We've got to get to 1,000, but hopefully it won't be too bad, and there's actually a wither skull there, so I'm just going to get flying. Okay, that was actually incredibly quicker than I was expecting, which is obviously very, very good indeed. So, hopefully this one hasn't been looted, and there's already one over there and one over there. Brilliant. This is one of the reasons I love Bedrock Edition, is because of the high render distance. So let's see. Has it? Oh, it has been looted. Oh dear. Well, at least we've got a ton of gold. Well, it clearly hasn't been looted very well. Oh, geez. All those projectiles are missing me. Can you die, please? Thank you. Well, there we go. Those are my first shulker shells. We also have the add-on that means that shulkers always drop 2 shells from Bedrock Tweaks. So this should actually be really, really profitable for us. Because, yeah, as you can see, we've already got 4. So, yeah, cue the end raiding montage is probably the best idea to do right now. So that end raiding session actually went on for way longer than that montage showed, but I don't want you guys to get bored. So instead, I'm actually just going to show you the loot that we got. So first of all, this is all of the actual good loot that we got. So an absolute ton of shulker shells and actually quite a decent amount of elytra as well. We actually got 2 more elytras, but as I'll show you a clip in a second, I actually sold those elytras to Toad. We've then also got all of this diamond gear, all of this iron gear, more iron gear, more diamond gear, even more iron gear, tons of potions of instant health, some item frames, some dragon heads, end rods, and brewing stands. And I'm actually pretty sure we had, yeah, this pickaxe, which is actually like a somewhat decent pickaxe. That is a pretty good pickaxe. I didn't realize how good that pickaxe was until I literally looked at it, which is, yeah, pretty cool. Obviously, the rest of these will probably just grindstone down or whatever and turn into spare gear because it's always useful to have some of that. But yeah, overall, we have got a pretty good amount of loot from this. And of course, let's just put it all into our jewel box as well. And we should probably craft up into blocks. And if you're wondering, this is now all of the loot items that we have. Also, these Heart of the Seas are from a project that you'll see in the future. Same with these conduits as well. And these music discs, now that I think about it. And then this is all the iron that we have as well, which obviously is mostly from the iron farm, so that really means nothing. But anyway, we obviously got an absolute ton of shulker boxes from it, and just absolutely tons of stuff. I'm really, really happy with how this end raid turned out. But anyway, as I mentioned earlier, I actually sold 2 elytras to Toad because he needed some. So I'm going to show you those clips right now. Anyway, come down to my my business bunker. Yes.
Okay.
So I will. Hey, are you taking diamonds or did you?
I'm looking. No. These are mine.
Oh, are you naming them?
Maybe. Nothing specific though.
Well,
Oh.
I was really confused why you didn't stop. Okay, well you can have 2 elytra.
Okay.
What was the price I said earlier? Was it like 5 diamonds?
Yeah, but I'm fine if it's a little bit more.
I'm gonna cry.
8 then each.
I'm
Each?
so
Okay.
tired.
Here you go.
You've gonna. Oh, you haven't named these. Oh, okay. Thank you. For once you didn't rip me off because last time we did a deal in here, I got a floor head with a good hairline. So I had an absolutely great time doing that end raid. I hung out with a couple of the other Pinacraft members just in a VC, and yeah, it was pretty fun. And of course, now we have all of these many shulker boxes. Well, not actually crafted into shulker boxes yet, but we have all of these shulker shells, which is absolutely lovely. And we should have a decent amount of lapis. I'm pretty sure we have a decent amount of lapis anyway, which we can then turn into blue dye, and then we can of course dye all of these shulker boxes blue. I can't believe I just did that. Because yeah, something that I've just always done is dyed my shulker boxes blue. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's kind of my color, so you know. Okay, so there we go. I dyed all of these shulker boxes to blue now. And that means that they're never going to get mixed up with anyone else, hopefully. Now, next episode, I actually think we're probably going to work on a slime farm, because I just feel like it would be quite useful having a source of slime, and you'll actually see why I want to have slime in that next episode as well, hopefully, because there is actually a very specific... That lightning was just too loud. That was just literally ear-deafening. Ah, why was that lightning so loud, and why can't I walk through this door? Again, jeez. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's definitely a thunderstorm, all right. And again, with these iris signs. Oh, although in between episodes, I found out what the IRS is in like IRL, because apparently it's a thing that actually exists in real life in America or something. So yeah, I totally knew what they were before. Totally. Yeah, anyway, if you want to know why I want to build a slime farm next episode, then you're going to have to watch next episode, because it is a very specific reason. But other than that, that is going to be it for today's episode of Pinacraft Season 3. If you like more Minecraft Bedrock Edition content, then feel free to like and subscribe today to join the Alien Empire. YouTube recommends that you might like the video on screen right now, so maybe go check it out, or maybe go check out the full Pinacraft Season 3 playlist. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Bye.